Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Late Night Tips. In tonight's episode we're going to look at the analog RYTM and I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to achieve glitching effects on the unit. Let's get right into it. So the analog RYTM is not known for its glitch capabilities. If you look at the Octatrack, for example, it's a glitching powerhouse. And the RYTM, not so much, especially if you compare it to some other machines like the Arturia drum brute and the TR8. RYTM is mainly focused on just getting the great sounds and getting amazing sequencer capabilities. But you can still get a lot of glitch out of this machine. And here are my 3 techniques. The first technique is going to be using the performance mode in here in conjunction with the delay. Let's see it. So let's go and check this very simple beat in here. And I would like to affect the snare drum in here using performance and delay. So let me just set up the delay properly. Okay. So I'm hearing what's going on. I go to effects and delay in here. Kind of like that. Okay. It could get out of control rather quickly. But that's what I want. But I want to be able to control it. Yeah, so that's my delay settings. So now I'm going to go to my performance mode. In here, I'm going to activate it and then activate editing by pressing and holding it. And first thing, I'm going to, make sure that I'm sending. Delay to this track. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my effects and I'm going to assign feedback. To this. Maybe too much. Okay, so now I have this option, and then I'm going to go to this track and I'm going to assign time to this button. Okay, leave the editing mode, and now what can happen is this. And obviously you can assign the performance mode to anything. It could be a delay, it can be loop time, and so on. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so the second thing I like to do is to experiment with the sample looping and start and end points. And it can get really creative. Let's see. I have a tom sound in here. And it's a sample. So let me activate looping time. And by the way, it's how long it's going to repeat for is set by the decay in the amp menu. It can be forever if you want. And actually, you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. And my favorite trick obviously is going to the LFO and setting it to random. And now the destination, I'm going to set it to sample endpoint. And random waveform, trig, and C. And let's something of that sort, but we need to get rid of the decay a little bit. As also is the case with the Octatrack, you can also assign the destination of your LFO to virtually any parameter. to achieve glitching. The third option for glitching is actually using the retrigger parameters. Let's investigate that. So I'm going to go to the snare in here, and first of all, activate retrigger in here. Let's activate it to always on. 64 and a velocity curve. So that's what it's going to sound like. And now what you can do is use this functionality in conjunction with conditional trigs to make something really interesting. So let's say I want something like that happen in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop a trig in here, go to trig menu, make it conditional at 67%. How about that? Then while still holding the trig, I'm going to go to the retrigger menu, and I'm going to select retrigger to on. 64, some velocity and length a little bit longer. Should be half, yeah, something like that. And now I have this, but I'm going to make sure that those trigs don't switch off my glitch. So I'm going to give them a condition if the previous negative previous. So if this one is activated, they will not be activated. Something like that. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the 3 tricks that I used to achieve glitching on the analog rhythm. If you have any questions about the analog rhythm, make sure to leave them in the comments. Also, if you have video requests for Octatrack or analog rhythm tutorials, also let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe for more tutorials and more jams. Have a great night. Take care.